friends. It's Miss Molly from Saxonburg Memorial Church, and this is story time. Today's story is taken from this book called Read Aloud Bible Stories, and it is volume 1. It is written by Ella K. Lindvall and illustrated by H. Kent Puckett. And this is kind of a cool book because it has a whole bunch of Bible stories for kids, so we're going to be reading from it a few times. Today's story is called The Man Who Was Too Little. And do you see where I am today? I climbed up in a tree to read you a story. After this story, you'll figure out why we decided to have story time today in a tree. It's an extra special day. Let's listen. The Man Who Was Too Little. And this is taken from the book in the Bible of Luke 19, verses 1 through 10. Zaccheus was too little. He was too little to reach high things. He was too little to see over big things. Do you ever feel like you're too little? And one day, Zaccheus almost didn't get to see Jesus because he was too little. Jesus is coming down the street, somebody said. Let's go out to see him. Now, Zaccheus wanted to see Jesus, what Jesus looked like. So when the other people hurried outside, Zaccheus hurried too. The little street was full of daddies and mommies and grandpas and grandmas and uncles and aunts and boys and girls and friends, all wanting to see Jesus. Here he comes, he shouted a man. Here comes Jesus now. I see him. I see him. Zaccheus tried to see too. First, he looked this way, then he looked that way. But there were too many people, and Zaccheus was too little. He couldn't see Jesus at all. What shall I do? Zaccheus thought. I know. I'll run and I'll climb a big tree. Then I can see him. Too little Zaccheus started to run. Go, Zaccheus, go fast. He came to the tree. Climb, Zaccheus, climb fast. Now, Zaccheus was up high. He could see the daddies coming, and the mommies, and the grandpas, and the grandmas, and the uncles, and the aunts, and the boys, and the girls, and the friends. And then, who do you think he saw next? Zaccheus saw Jesus. Jesus stopped at the big tree. He looked up right at Zaccheus. Zaccheus, he said, hurry, come down. I'm coming to your house. Well, too little Zaccheus did hurry. He went down the tree and fast. And then happy Zaccheus took Jesus home for dinner. What did you learn? What did you learn from this story? Well, Jesus knew that Zaccheus was in a tree, didn't he? He did. Nobody had to tell Jesus. Jesus just knew. See, Jesus knows all about us. And Jesus even knew Zacchaeus' name. Wonder why and how he knew Zacchaeus' name. You know how? Well, God created you. And because he loved you, he sent his son Jesus for you. So God knows all about us, and he calls us by name so that he can do his best for each of us. Isn't that cool? I like that story about Zacchaeus climbing up into a tree. Do you like to climb trees? I did when I was a little girl. Do you know? I even know a song about Zacchaeus. Do you know a song about Zacchaeus? I think we should sing it together. Zaccheus was a wee little man, and a wee little man was he. He climbed up in a sycamore tree, for the Lord he wanted to see. And as the Savior passed that way, he looked up in the tree, and he said, Zaccheus, you come down, for I'm going to your house today. I'm going to your house today. Isn't that a nice song about Zaccheus? God loves you. God made you, and he wants Jesus to be your friend. I love you, and I will see you soon. Thanks for joining us for story time. Have a great day. Go climb a tree. It's a beautiful day. Bye-bye.